die and go to hell real soon. It will appear to me as this room, and for eternity I'd lay in bed in my boxers, half stone, with a pillow under my head.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is T-Space, and welcome back to another gameplay commentary. I hope you guys had an amazing break, and Happy New Year's to everyone. So in this commentary, I'm going to be talking about accuracy, how to improve your aim, and just aim in general. To start off, I think all bolt-action sniper rifles have the exact same accuracy, because I think most bolt-action, or actually all of them, are pretty much a point and shoot. Now I don't really want to get into the whole bullet drop situation because I'm assuming most of you are trying to use a sniper rifle in a close to medium range, and if you're in that range, the bullet doesn't have enough time to drop. But here are things that you need to keep in mind when you are actually trying to kill someone or about to shoot. Basically, the first one is movement. If you are moving at all when you are trying to shoot, you'll probably have a less accurate shot than if you were standing still. So I would suggest, or I would highly suggest, that you just stop moving when you're about to shoot. Just don't move whatsoever. The next thing that I want to get onto is, or that will affect your aim, is suppression. Now, of course, a lot of people don't really think about this too much because most people use semi-automatics or automatics, which allow them to take another shot after their initial first shot. And with the bolt action, they don't the bolt actions don't have that luxury. So the first shot is pretty important. In my opinion, I think that once you get any suppression on you, your accuracy pretty much drops down to 0. But I do have a theory that if the target actually hits you instead of misses you, then you should not be suppressed. So like if all the bullets hit you and none of the bullets miss you, then you won't be suppressed. That's just from my experience. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just my theory. And last but not least is glass. Now, I'm pretty sure no one thinks about this, but glass pretty much deflects your first shot. It's happened to me numerous amount of times in the game, and every time that's happened, I've gotten extremely mad. Like my crosshair has been completely on the guy. I would shoot through glass, and the glass would literally block my shot. So keep in mind that if you're going to shoot through glass, make sure you break it before you actually shoot through it, because it'll make your shot inaccurate, or it'll deflect your shot. Now moving on to ways to improve your accuracy, and that pretty much starts off with the sniper rifle that you pick. Any of the 4 sniper rifles are a good choice, but for this purpose only, I would suggest, or I would highly suggest, not using the M98B. Reason being is because since it does the most damage and it travels the fastest, you might have a tendency or an urge to actually go for a body shot instead of a headshot, which is not what I want you to do when you practice your aim. So, but if you have a strong will, or you're confident enough that you won't be tempted to get a body shot, then by all means use the M98B. It's a good gun. But with that out of the way, once you have picked your gun, you need to pick your attachments. Now, of course, you don't have to have attachments, but it would probably help you out a lot. Basically what I want you to do is I want you to pick your own attachments. I can't really tell you what is best for you because this is all about the player and how the player likes their weapon. Like if you like to scope in further, or if you don't like to scope in further, yada yada yada. I mean, it's completely up to you. So just fool around with it until you find your setup that you like the most, like whatever works for you, I guess. So once you have finished your sniper setup, or for the gun at least, I want you to get at least 500 kills with this setup. Now, the reason why I want you to get 500 kills is because I think it's a good benchmark for most people to, get used to their gun, basically know how the gun works in certain situations, whether that's close, medium, or far, and then they know how to compensate for those distances also. So, as you are getting these 500 kills or so, I would highly suggest, actually, I want you to actually get only headshots, or at least try to get only headshots. Like, try your best to always aim for the head. Getting a body shot is probably frowned upon, in my opinion, but, I just frown upon people who go for body shots, because I think people who go for body shots are kind of lazy. Like, they didn't take enough time to actually go for the headshot. I don't know, it's unskillful, it's the easy route. So when you're getting those 500 kills or so, try to only go for headshots. Now keep in mind, when you are going for these headshots, they don't have to be like very fast or very flashy or quick. Like, you don't have to do quick scopes, drag scopes, or whatever. Basically, just get a headshot. I mean, go at your own pace. No one's rushing you. These are 500 kills for you, no one else. Keep that in mind. So, as you are getting 500 kills with this setup, you'll naturally learn the three main sniper techniques, in my opinion. You'll learn the hard scope, you'll learn the quick scope, and you'll learn the drag scope. And these will happen just as you progress within the 500 kill set margin. But with that out of the way, you need to keep in mind, or let me inform you on what maps or what game modes that you should start off with, depending on your skill level for you know, sniper. I'm going to be starting off with the easiest to the hardest. So in my opinion, the easiest is going to be Rush. Now the reason why I picked Rush as the easiest is because they have fixed spawns. The attackers spawn at point A while the defenders spawn at point C, and you always have a general idea where your enemies are going to be. So you don't have to be like looking behind yourself all the time unless you are on a flank or whatever, but that's kind of out of the way. The next mode that I would suggest you playing is Squad Deathmatch. Now, of course, it is a Squad Deathmatch. It does take a little more map awareness, or you know, less tunnel vision, if you know what that means. But it is still a slow game type, because since there's only 16 players max in most servers, it's hard to find people in the enormous maps that DICE has allowed the Squad Deathmatch people to, you know, roam free in. So it's a little slower pace, but keep in mind it is still intense in its own way. The next map, or the next game mode that I should suggest is Conquest. Now it does have the fixed spawns like Rush does, but they vary throughout the entire game. So you have to have map awareness. You got to know where to look. You got to know when to look, and basically you got to know how to react to whether or not you're being out-capped or you're capping. And finally, the last game mode is TDM. Now TDM is probably the most sporadic and spastastic game mode, because everyone spawns everywhere. No one can spawn on their teammates. It's just all random spawns, and the maps are very close quarters, or just smaller in general. But that pretty much wraps up this video. So hopefully this was informative. If you liked it, leave a comment down below. Tell me how I did. If you have additional questions, also leave that down in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my knowledge. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is T-Space, and I will catch you guys later.